Well, the Academy Awards have turned to another familiar TV funny man to host the 97th Oscars. Comedian and talk show host Conan O'Brien. I love him.
We love Conan.
Yeah, so obviously he is best known for hosting the late night talk shows Late Night with Conan O'Brien, The Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien, and Conan. And it's going to be his first time as an Oscar host, but he's emceed other high-profile awards show. He hosted 2 Emmy Awards and 2 White House correspondent dinners. Now, on Friday, he said, quote, "America demanded it, and now it's happening. Taco Bell's new cheesy Chalupa Supreme. In other news, I'm hosting the Oscars."
That's right, yeah.
The Oscars are going to air on March 2nd. I'm so excited. I think Conan O'Brien, genuinely, he's one of my favorite.
America's sweetheart.
He's so funny.
Yeah, he is so funny. His podcast is hilarious. If
Yes.
you've watched any of his he does these extreme outdoor shows
Yes.
where he goes traveling.
I love it.
I love it all. So
Yeah.
good to see him back in a kind of a high profile opportunity like this.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, hysterical.
Icon for sure. Well, Jake Paul emerged victorious from his highly anticipated fight against Mike Tyson, boo, but Tyson said he has, quote, no regrets. The baddest man on the planet opened up about his health issues that delayed the anticipated fight and shared what the experience has meant to him. He said, quote, "I almost died in June, had 8 blood transfusions, lost half my blood, had to fight to get healthy." He added, "To have my children see me stand toe-to-toe with a talented fighter half my age is an experience that no man has the right to ask for."
Oh boy, what?
I love it. That just gives me chills just reading that, right, from Mike.
I think it's such an accomplishment for him.
know.
And, you know, it was interesting. We talked about kind of the technical difficulties that Netflix had, right?
yes,
It was it was like their largest platform of live stream or something
And
like
a
that.
lot of people had
lot of people-
glitches where, you know, they just had that spinning dial of doom
Yes.
happening for
Yeah.
so long on the
Yeah.
screen. But the fight went off, and both fighters lasted the
the
complete
whole 8
match.
rounds.
8
Yeah.
rounds,
I
yeah.
have some opinions on it, but I'm not going to get into that. Well, the ancient Roman Colosseum is going to be the venue of a gladiator fight for the first time in 2 millennia after $1.5 million in support from Airbnb that aims to help the restoration and enhancement of the Colosseum's heritage. Now, granted, it's a staged fight, okay? But here's the basic premise. So under the deal that aims to promote a more conscious tourism, 16 Airbnb platform users will be able to participate in faux gladiator fights after the structure's closing time, May 7th through the 8th. And that's kind of taking the same underground route used by gladiators in ancient Rome to reach the arena. Now, reservations for the experience are going to open November 27th. I will say some some Italians are not really happy about this.
Yeah,
you know?
I've been to Rome a couple of times, fortunate enough to go and travel, and they are very protective of their heritage
Yeah.
there. And so I would imagine it would be a little bit of a divisive issue there
Yes.
with them. But at the same time, it's kind of exciting. Like you said, it hasn't happened in millennia. And here we
Right.
are doing a stage fight, but
Right.
something of a sporting event happening there at the
And it's
Colosseum.
for a good cause, but
Yeah.
yeah, I can see maybe why the locals would not appreciate
Wanna
that.
Protect that heritage. Well, the United States Postal Service is bringing a little golden charm to mailboxes everywhere. That's right. They've announced a Betty White Forever stamp coming in 2025. The beloved actress known for The Golden Girls, The Mary Tyler Moore Show, and so much more will forever brighten our letters, just like she brightened our screens. The stamp will feature a smiling Betty White captured in a 2010 photo that perfectly showcases her signature warmth and wit. Whether you're sending letters to St. Olaf or just across town, the stamp is a golden way to honor an American icon. Thank you for being a friend, Betty.
Oh, I just loved the Golden Girls. Loved Betty White. What a gal.
Yeah, what an
Yeah.
icon.
Well, Cameron Diaz is returning to acting
That's
for the
right.
first time in 10 years in the upcoming movie Back in Action. Now, the film co-stars Jamie Foxx, who Diaz worked with on the Annie remake back in 2014, and that was also her last film. The pair is playing former CIA agents who gave up their dangerous jobs to raise a family, but they get pulled back in action. It premieres on Netflix January 17th. Now, if you remember, during this film is when Jamie Foxx had that big health scare.
Okay.
And anyway, she apparently supported him through that. And I think it's exciting for Cameron Diaz. She's talked a lot about, taking a step back to raise her family.
She has.
So I don't know. I'm excited.
Oh, I've missed Cameron Diaz,
I
to
like
be
Cameron
honest.
Diaz,
I mean,
yeah.
now every year I have to say I watch a Cameron Diaz classic, which is The Holiday.
Yes, I felt that you were going to say that. Yes.
So, I mean, I love it. I love a good rom-com at Christmas time. So I feel like Cameron Diaz has been with us, even though she
Yes.
has been absent from any new releases for the last better part of a decade.
And she looks the exact same.
I know. I did read too where early on Jamie Foxx had to kind of coax her to come out of retirement to
Yeah.
get involved with this, and then to see her reciprocate that when he fell ill and she had
Yeah.
to support him during that time. Just a really sweet story. So
Yeah.
that makes me even more want to check this one out on January 17th. Well, it looks like Red One is slaying at the box office. The action-packed Christmas-themed comedy starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Chris Evans jingled all the way to the top, earning $34.1 million in ticket sales. But now that's against a whopping $200 million budget.
Whoa.
So time will tell if this one is a big win for holiday blockbusters. Meanwhile, the weekend feels like the calm before the Thanksgiving movie storm, with huge releases like Gladiator 2, Wicked, and Moana 2 just around the corner. This past weekend, coming in second was Venom 3, followed by The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. And then there was Hugh Grant as a scary guy in Heretic, and The Wild Robot continues to burn up the charts. So there you see your top
Wow.
5 on the box office.
I just need to get myself to the movies.
You do.
There's so many movies right now. I feel like there for a while I'm like, oh, I don't want to see that. Oh, I don't want to see that.
Right.
And then all of a sudden I want to see all of these.
See all of 'em.
I
I
got to
know.
see that Santa flick too.
Yeah, I do
You
too. I
won't
want to
catch
see The
me in
Best
that.
Christmas Pageant. I want to
Yes.
see Red One.
Yes, absolutely.
yeah.
Well, on the Christmas train, a
Keep it
traditional
going.
Christmas tree was lit in front of Vienna's town hall on Saturday, a day after the city's famous Christmas market opened to visitors. Now, before pushing a button to illuminate the tree, Mayor Michael Ludwig proudly pointed out that the Vienna Christmas market was ranked among the most beautiful by the New York Times and The Economist. So in 2023, the market attracted 3.3 million visitors from all over the world. And this year, the city upped their game by decorating the tree with 2,000 LED lights and 1,000 Christmas baubles, a first in the history of the Town Hall Christmas Market. It is just gorgeous.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm jealous. I want to go to Vienna right
Oh
now.
my gosh, it just seems so magical and
Yes.
oh, just so lovely.
Yeah.
So,
The time is
anyway,
here.
The time is here.